We start tonight at 10 with the Iowa Board of Regents meeting today. They voted unanimously to open an investigation into university employees and their social media activities. Iowa's News Now reporter Faven Zodu is live in studio after talking to an attorney about how the First Amendment comes into play.
Nicole, the board asked all three of the state universities to conduct an immediate investigation because of alleged comments about right-wing conservative Charlie Kirk. I spoke to an attorney who told me when talking about the First Amendment in this context, we have to consider both the employer and the employee's perspective.
The idea of our First Amendment is that citizens should be able to speak out on public matters. Certainly, there are exceptions to that.
The Board of Regents, in a meeting on Wednesday, decided that the University of Iowa, Iowa State University, and the University of Northern Iowa must investigate if any of their employees violated the school's social media policy when commenting on the killing of right-wing conservative influencer Charlie Kirk. At least 2 university employees have shared their views. A Regent member said some cases might not need a lengthy investigation.
So it's my expectation that in at least some cases, action will be much faster than in 2 weeks, and I certainly hope that that's what occurs.
The board has policies in place when it comes to social media use and employees that says employees are free to express personal opinions on their social media accounts so long as they post as a private person and not on behalf of the university or the board. Attorney Jeff Stone says right now it's important to consider the application of this policy.
There could be an as-applied challenge, which is if it's being applied in a way that punishes protected speech, that would be a violation of the First Amendment. So the policy language itself seems to be consistent, or says it's consistent with the First Amendment. And then the question would be how it's being applied in this specific instance.
And when it comes to social media, Stone says it should be up to the public to decide what ideas to accept.
The question is, do you want the government picking the winners and losers, and do you want the government punishing the ideas that it doesn't like? And that's very inconsistent with our government for the last 100 years. We don't want the government policing what speech is permissible, but rather we want all of the speech to enter into that marketplace of ideas. And then we as Americans decide what ideas we're going to accept and reject over time.
The Regents gave the schools permission to take action while they're investigating and just 2 weeks to wrap up their investigations. Of the 3 state schools, only the University of Northern Iowa responded to our request for comment, and they referred us back to the press release from the board. Live in studio, Faven Zodu, Iowa's News Now.